G'day guys, Loz from the At Home Amateur Mobile Railway page. Today I thought I'd jump out from behind the camera to in front of it to give you guys a bit of an insight into the voice behind the videos and give you guys a bit of an idea into what I'm about and a little bit of a tour behind the scenes. So stick around and let's go take a look. So going from the background that was behind me before, there's 11 hand-drawn engravings that I picked up from the Yamundi markets. These were at $20 each. What an absolute bargain, and some great pieces of artwork. And if you actually have a look, it gives you where they came from and all the descriptions of the different locomotives. So if you'd like to see more, drop a comment below and I'll do a full featured article on the 11 different engravings that I've got there. Unfortunately, they're stuck up with blue tack at the moment and need to be properly framed and hung on a picture rail. But again, like most things in this room, that's a project for another day. To give you an idea of the scale of the room looking around, it's 2.6 metres long, 2.6 metres wide and only 4 metres long. This is 100% wholly and solely dedicated as a train and hobby room. I've also incorporated my young fella's wooden Thomas train set in here as well. So Daddy does daddy things and he does fancy things. Overview of the layout. The layout itself is 6 foot by 3 foot 6. It's a double loop layout, and this is all been done with various bits and pieces of second-hand track and bits and pieces that have been picked up at swap meets. Looking up the back, the hillside layout, you've seen a little special that I did on the logging diorama. So that was the very, very first diorama attempt that I did, and when I decided to incorporate the layout, the wife actually got me to incorporate the diorama into the layout. So again, huge work in progress, and trialling different techniques in terms of scenery and bits and pieces. You can see here that I've done a little bit with plaster of Paris, and there's a mixture of plaster of Paris and polystyrene as well. So have certainly learnt a lot from mixing the two, and a lot of do's and don'ts as well. Over in this corner you'll actually see a tree that I've put together from copper wire and some scenery greenery. This is all just copper wire that's been twisted together, and if you actually have a look up the top here, there's an unfinished one without any of the greenery on it. And it is just simply cable that has been stripped of all of its plastic, and the copper wires have just been randomly strung together to form trees, and then using various ground covers, they've been glued onto. I was actually going for like a Moreton Bay fig look on this one. Again, lots of trial and error and things that do work and don't work. But I'm pretty happy with that as a first attempt, and it certainly fits that corner of the layout quite nicely. In the back corner here, we've got my old display case that's got trophies and knickknacks, and a large sum of my locomotive collection. Unfortunately, over the years, collections have come and gone and been sold and been moved on, so this is the latest rendition of my collection. Everything from N scale, right the way through to HOOO in both static and working models. and you know, obviously my personal favourite there at the front, 3801, followed by 3830 at the back, and then right down the bottom we've got the newest addition to the collection, which is G-Scale. Eventually, in the fullness of time, I will get the G-Scale up and running and out into the garden, but the garden again is the main priority to get that running around on it. Also in the middle, you'll probably notice that middle locomotive there is actually carved out of a whole piece of coal. I found this on Gumtree quite a number of years ago for $35, and I would love to get some more because I just love the fact that it's a steam locomotive that has been carved from an entire piece of coal. Again, if you want to see, or if there's something that piques your interest in any of these videos, drop a comment below and let me know what you'd like to see more of. Again, to bring this display case to life, there's 5 lights up the top there that I've just wired into a 12 volt DC power supply, and they were just some cheap LED trailer lights that I picked up off eBay, and they just brought a dark cabinet to life. Over to this side here is the secondary display case. Hold on, I'll just quickly flick that open and get rid of some of that glare. So again, this display case I made myself from some 100x19 DAR pine from Bunnings, a piece of Perspex and a few hinges. All up about a $90 build and about 3 hours of my time. And tucked in behind a couple of those carriages too, it's been stud mounted with some M10 coach bolts straight into the studs of the house, so it's nice and secure. Just quickly flick that back. On this side here we also have some more G-Scale rolling stock and a beautiful view out over our deck. The benefit of this, twofold. One, I've got a great view out, and when we're entertaining I can keep that blind open and people have got a great view in, and we can have a little bit of an indoor-outdoor running session for everyone. So I hope you like what you've seen today, guys. That's just a little bit of an overview of me, and as you can see I've got my young fella Vancy here. So if you like what you've seen,
like and try today's channel.
thumbs up. Cheers guys.